Meditation, intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to The Next Normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We're streaming live from the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museum. And hopefully, if you're ever in the nation's capital, carve in some time to come and see us. I know our hours are a little bit skeptical since the pandemic, but you can definitely see us on Saturdays, and we will definitely intend to open the doors more often. Today's conversation is one of my favorite. You know, I felt as a little girl when I was 2, 3, 4 years old, I used to remember thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to become a psychiatrist and I'm going to tell everyone to remember God and they'll be okay. Now, I hadn't known about my future, but from a little girl, I remembered very clearly because Mom was struggling with depression when I was young. And I would see her on occasions coming and going. But the whole thought was, wow, when I grow up, I'm going to definitely do this. Had I known that, I would have joined the Brahma Kumaris and begin to tell everyone about God. I'm telling you, things are recorded in your soul. It's like predetermined. And there's no need for you to get too excited or too depressed about anything. You're a soul playing out a part that is preordained, and if you include the part of God's energy into your spirit, I wonder what kind of a story you would tell. The concept of God being light is in every Brahma Kumar and Kumari center. Every center you enter into the Brahma Kumaris, you will see this image of God's light. And I have shown this image on many occasions, in many meetings, interfaith groups, organizations. Some people resonate with it, some people find it, I don't know what to look at. Throughout time, we've been thinking of God in a physical form. We think of God from our geographical location. We think of God in the context of our languaging. We even think of God as a race. And we put him in that form. There are some traditions that will go as far as putting God in cats and dogs, in temples, in stones. And there is a memory in every soul, a memory very deep in every soul, that I know when I focus my attention on God, something changes in me. The element of light is a metaphor that we use, or it symbolizes when you don't have wastage or blockage in your thinking. Have you ever met someone and you say, oh, they have so much aura. There's a lot of aura around them. You would say, oh, that person has so much light. And then you'll meet somebody and you might say, oh, that person's energy, there's an absence of light. I'm scared of that person. It's an energy. There is a story about a man who was in a plane accident. It's a very powerful story. It's a true story. He was in a plane crash, and while he was in the plane crash, he was actually one of the survivors. He had looked kind of behind him, And he could see with his third eye, this one and this one, the souls leaving their bodies, kind of like a really subtle pull from the bodies. And he could see some souls that had absolutely no light, and there was an aura around them, like no light at all, and then he saw some that had light. But for whatever reason, he survived that plane crash, and he made a promise to himself, when I leave, I want to leave with that light. I want to leave with the light I came with. So in the teachings of Raja Yoga meditation, this emphasis of God being light is crucial, because too many times we put a veil over the understanding, who is God, who am I? So let's take a look at a sample of how do we connect to this source. Firstly, you've got to stop thinking of yourself as a physical form. It's the biggest agenda. In other words, if I break away from my attachment, I'm a woman, I'm black, I'm brown, I'm white, I'm fair, I look like this, I look like that, I'm in the Brahma Kumaris, I'm an American, I'm Indian. All of those layers are like blinds. They hide you from being able to make the connection to source. Now, move away the language, the gender, the race, the language, and just be you, the soul. Just the soul. That being of light that you are. You are a living light. There is a soul inside of my body, and it is speaking to you. Based on everything that I've experienced as a being, I am sharing that with you with my aura, vibrations, my wishes, my intentions. It is the light in you that needs a love that will heal the soul's journey throughout time. So for thousands of years, we've been praying to God, whether it's in a scripture, whether it's with a guru, a prophet, whatever it is, rituals. We go on treks and pilgrimages. We didn't find him, but we thought we had a connection. But still we were getting more sad. Still we were having negative karma. And still we were suffering. From my experience in Raj Yoga, it's not that I don't have challenging moments, but something in my connection between the soul and God helps me to handle it with grace. I don't lose it. I don't compromise my deepest peace and purity. So I'm inviting you to think about God in the context of that light, that the power of that light is connected to purity, love, peace, wisdom, power, freedom, happiness, contentment, trust. Wouldn't you love to have light like that in you every day? And if 8 billion souls connected to God in the context of light, not just in a religious context, would there be world peace? Absolutely. You bring all the teachings that you get from the energy of God into your religion, it's not enough. You bring all the experiences that the soul gains from having a connection to God, it won't be enough. You cannot, and you must start to think like this. You cannot walk with the belief that your religion is the only way to God. It is putting a veil over your ability to take power from that light. But what if you transformed your understanding of that and say, the more I pull God's love and light into me, the more I will elevate the religion of my choice. The more I will elevate the quality of my religion. Again, if you keep pulling God's light, which is God's love and peace and purity and freedom into you, If you're a Christian, you will make the Christian branch look so beautiful. If you're Muslim, you will make the Islamic branch look incredibly good. If you're a Hindu, you will make it look good. You will glorify who God is. People sometimes blame this light for their sufferings, but they will not blame themselves for the karmic choices they made that created their suffering. But when you connect to God, the love that you get, the peace that you get, the wisdom that you get will give you the tool to end your suffering. That's why we need to remember this light. That energy of God, that light energy, which is in every tradition, every religion tells you to think of that light, to see the light, that we are this light, but we miss the light as an experience, that it represents good, purity, power, love, freedom, truth, joy, royalty, determination, courage. The more that light is inside of your spirit, nothing and no one has power over you. Do you want to keep struggling? Or do you want to find your freedom and your purpose for being here? In the practice of Raj Yoga meditation, as I sit here with you, I'm in remembrance of the light. Sometimes it's intense, sometimes it's not, but I am aware that I am this living energy that never dies. God is also an energy, but a supreme one. And I don't think of that energy as much as I should. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how much do you think about money in a day? How much do you think about the people that you're living with in a day? How much do you think about your body? How much do you think about a relationship that's not going very well? How much do you think about people that you're feeling insecure with? On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. Rate it now. Feel free to put it in the comment. Be honest. How much are you thinking about all of these physical aspects of your life? Okay, now on a scale from 1 to 10, how often do you remember God's light? How often are you remembering Baba? On a scale from 1 to 10. And when you are in remembrance of Baba's light, you're kind of detached from all of this happenings of matter, and you tap into the depths, the seed of power, the seed of love, of peace, of purity. How often in a day do you do it? That's your equation. Do the math. Are you thinking more of the world of the body, which comes with the influence of algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego? On a scale from 1 to 10, you do your own math. And how much do you incorporate God into your living, into your gender, into your job, into your decisions, into your cooking, into your speaking, into your walking, into your sleeping? How much do you bring that light into you, as if you're walking with the beloved? Two people can be in love with each other. One's at work, the other one's at home, but they think of each other while their hands are doing the work. So how often are you bringing Baba's energy into you so that your life is easy, that your life has purity, less obstacles, less fear? This could be our time, our calling moment. That energy in you is calling to be connected to God's love so that you're healed. Let's take a moment and go into our meditation, and hopefully you'll enjoy this deep reconnection to the source. beautiful visual actually. We have that installation at the Meditation Museum, Man Manabhav. Every time we take individuals on a tour, and that whisper is offered in the tour. I have not met one person who hadn't felt a coming home to that. Santosh, tell me, what is chat saying? Will chat make any sense of anything that I have said this morning? And what would it say is, how do people understand God is light? Okay, so chat says, understanding God is light is a concept present in various religious, spiritual traditions. So here goes. Number one. Wow, Santosh, look at that. It's a symbol of purity and goodness. Christianity, in the Bible, God is often described as light. John 1:5 says, God is light, in him there is no darkness at all. It symbolizes God's purity, holiness, and absence of sin. Sin is actions done without God's love. Hinduism, light is associated with divinity and purity. Deities like Vishnu and Shiva are often depicted with a halo or an aura of light. Source of guidance and knowledge. In Islam, in the Quran, God is referred to as the light of the heavens and the earth. This metaphor emphasizes God's role as a source of guidance and wisdom. It's so true. In the Brahma Kumaris, every day we have an advanced class that guides us as to how to stay above the negativity of algae. Buddhism, it doesn't talk about God, but it still has a concept of God. Enlightenment is described as attaining a state of light where one gains ultimate wisdom and knowledge. Presence and manifestation of the divine. Sikhism, God is described as being beyond physical form, yet his presence is like light pervading everywhere. The Guru Granth Sahib frequently uses light to signify God's omnipresence. Now, New Age spirituality says many New Age beliefs incorporate the idea of divine light as a manifestation of a higher consciousness and a universal energy. You see what I'm saying? On a scale from 1 to 10, how often are you remembering God? Now, inner illumination and enlightenment, meditation and mysticism, spiritual practices focus on inner light as a symbol of enlightenment and self-realization. This light is perceived during deep meditation or mystical experience, representing a connection with the divine. This is the whole basis of Raj Yoga meditation. In Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah, wonderful study by the way, Jewish mysticism says Ein Sof, the infinite, is often associated with an endless light, representing the boundless nature of God. In healing and transformation, oh, Santosh, chat has Raj Yoga meditation. In practices like Raj Yoga, light is used as a metaphor for the soul and its divine qualities. Meditators visualize a point of light symbolizing their true pure nature and connection to God. I wish the whole world would have this understanding like chat does. Alternate healing. Many alternative healing practices use visualization of light for healing. I certainly did when I had my health opportunity. And unity and universal connection. Universalism. Some philosophies and religions view light as a unifying force that connects all beings as a single source. The light represents love, compassion, unity, transcending individual religious doctrines. Understanding God as light helps individuals across various cultures and religions to connect with the divine in a way that transcends physical forms and emphasizes purity, guidance, and enlightenment. I tell you this, if the world remembers God's energy as light, there will not be one conflict. Everything that is focused here on having this intimate relationship or connection to light, to the energy of the divine, will make you into a peaceful person. Why is the world in such a state? It has nothing to do with your president only. It's not about your spouse, it's not about a relative, it's not about a religion. It's an absence of God's light. That's why there's a problem. Every religion has been directing us to remember this being, this energy of light, to remove the algae from within us. What we're witnessing in the world isn't a political uprising, isn't a famine, isn't poverty, isn't religious differences. It's an absence of Baba's light. Let's go to our Sister Gita effect and hear if she's got some jewels of wisdom for us to really incorporate right now.
Ocean of love. Until we learn how to detach ourselves from a limited consciousness, physical love with all its limitations will attract us against our own will again and again. Detachment of this sort is cultivated by reaching for God in such a way that we feel Him satisfying the needs of any and all relationship. God is the ocean of love. So it is possible to experience Him as our perfect mother, father, beloved, friend, and so on, all at the same time. It is only when we expose ourselves to all the aspects of God's love that we are then purified. That is, we are made full by its power. A limited consciousness will not allow us to experience such fullness. Only by being faithful to one can we fulfill ourselves in this way. Souls have the habit of being distracted by the physical world. We have to study and look after ourselves to ensure that this does not happen to us. The only thing that will break this habit is the practice of soul consciousness. I am a soul. By being introverted, by turning our attention to one, we will continue to receive the light and might from the divine, the supreme. Om Shanti.
Especially early in the mornings, I feel Sister Gita's essence and spirit just keep reminding me, Jen, keep God in your heart, keep God in your heart, keep Baba in your heart. He will be revealed in your eyes. He will uplift many. So beautiful that was, huh? Please put it in the comment if it touched you. Well, today, Avyak Signal, which is some of our highest thought after our advanced classes in Raj Yoga. The easy method to keep moving fast spiritually is when you have come kind of later on in your spiritual awakening, but you remain a karma yogi. Perform actions and stay in Baba's remembrance. Do not make yourselves become so busy in actions that you even forget your original form and nature. Stay in your soul conscious stage. Take the support of your body, but perform actions with your physical organs in God's remembrance. And when you practice this, you'll feel complete and detached. The stage of a karma yogi will easily make you karmatit, not affected by too many things outside of you. Come into action when you want and become detached when you want. Come into action when you want and become detached when you want. Don't keep carrying those old stories inside of you. They kind of like old food. Do you like eating stale food? Of course you don't. All right. So let's say hello to all of our family and friends online. How is everyone doing? Angelica, Sister Gita is genuinely a brilliant and sweet soul. May we listen, learn, and help ourselves. Barbara, morning. all souls who connect here every day, Sister Gita, angelic angel vibration is blessing me. Good. I remember the negative in my life about number 6. And remember God, number 8 all day. It's very difficult to fight negativity away when you are in a job with hostility and hate. Actually, being in a job of hostility and hate actually pushes you to remember God. I'm telling you. Because when everything is going good for you, you won't remember Him. So now, use that vibration to keep your connection to Source. Lavanya, good morning. Thank you for reminding me to be soul conscious. Love your closing statement that you say every day. Love everyone the same. Me too, Lavanya. Hello, Kambili. Good morning. Hi, Ginger Love. The power of God's light enables me to become a shining beacon of hope to this dark world of dishonesty and disinformation. Stop listening to the news. 15 minutes, that's all you need. So Rupaban, good morning. Nasira, hello. Lilawati, Tamil, Anita, Dinesh Bhai, Kenny. Hey, Kenny Bay. School's out, right? So you can start joining in. Kailash, good morning. Hello, Lalita. Shobha, Divya Ora. Tulasi Kumar, Jokes Guru, Joanna. So nice to have you on today. And hopefully you'll be able to use what I've shared to help you through your day-to-day routine. Life is easy, but the algae makes it complicated. That's it. If you bring Baba's light into you, that algae will run away so far away. If you're around people that are negative and unhealthy, I know it's a test. I've had it. It's a test, but it reminds you time and time again, you do not allow yourself to be influenced by outside sources. Your influence is your connection to your inner truth, what you know about yourself to be true, your connection to God, and your amazing transformation to make this world a better place. So remember, if you want to make your life simple, start practicing to love everybody the same. It'll reduce your attachment. Don't let anyone make you stop loving them. Don't do that. Be a vessel that keeps flowing love through you. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon. Om Shanti.